Hey folks, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We're here in the Shaded Woods. In the last episode, we grabbed the King's Ring, which is a ring that allows us to enter through the King's Gate. And there are several of those all across Ring Lake. We are going for the one here in the Shaded Woods because it is the most directly beneficial right now, and is in fact the critical path. There are other ones, we've seen them, I think, but they're not immediately helpful, and I just wanted to continue with the story. So, anyway, you'll remember last time we went this way, there was a Cyclops, there was a dead end, basically. There was a door that we could not open. It was very big, very grandiose, intimidating, but now that we have the King's Ring, we can open the door. In fact, it'll open right in front of us. We don't even have to turn the knob. Now, you don't have to have the King's Ring equipped, like, at all times for the rest of the game. That would be a waste of an item slot. You can just put it on when you run into a King's Gate, and then take it off. But I just wanted to have it on at the beginning to save some time. Here we go into Aldia's Keep. Now, the name Aldia may ring a bell for you. We've encountered it in an item description or two. At least two, I think, possibly more. I have a bad memory. But most prominently, the Southern Ritual Band and the Northern Ritual Band. One of the secret treasures restored in Aldia. This modest-looking ring contains very powerful magic. To imagine what unspeakable deeds were performed to create such rings, one need only recall the cruel fate of the residents of Aldia. If it's mentioned anywhere else, I don't remember. There's a lot of item descriptions in this game, guys. But anyway, we now have a little bit of flavor for this area. Aldia is a place where some pretty nasty experiments went down. And that is closing behind us. So, yeah, we're going to learn more about Aldia as we go through the area. There are plenty of items that hopefully I will be able to acquire, but they provide some more details about the kinds of experiments that were going on in here. Anyway, out in the yard here, we got some of these gremlin stinking things, dogs. They're not doing much harm to us. We've got a bonfire in a little shack or outside the mansion here, and Lucatiel. She's not looking so good, is she?
Who are you? Oh, no, forgive me. I know you. Yes, of course. How goes your journey? I know not what you seek in this faraway land, but I pray for your safety. Please take these.
And this is the end for Lucatiel. She gives us her clothing, her greatsword, and then she's done.
Consider this thanks for keeping me sane. My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, remember my name, for I may not myself. My name is Lucatiel. I beg of you, for I'm...
So yeah, she's been battling with this memory loss, this loss of self for the entire game, and it's kind of at the end of that whole process now. Let's check out her item descriptions, check out our loot now that she's all done with. The Mira Greatsword. Greatsword issued to the proud knights of Mira's official order. This one was wielded by Lucatiel. This greatsword demands advanced skill and a rare and unique sword technique. A tiny message is inscribed in the blade. a promise to someone special. No explicit statement on who wrote that and to whom, but in just a little bit I think we will be able to connect the dots. And check out the clothing as well. Her mask, of course, a prominent feature of her character design. Mask attached to a ceremonial hat belonged to Lucatil of Mira. Normally, hats and masks are separate, but these two have been adjoined. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a metaphor for something. It seems weird that they would write that as not a metaphor and just kind of a throwaway filler, considering how Lucatil is a prominent character. But I don't know, weird. Anyway, look, her face. We can see her face now that her mask is off. It's kind of hard to get a good angle with the way the game focuses and stuff, but you can see she's got some, like, decay, probably hollowing decay, or burning or something on her left side of her face. I think it's just on the left side. Again, hard to tell because the hat, she's got hair on the other side. But that mask, like, I could come up with what that might sort of be a metaphor for, like the bonding of one's presentation with the ceremonial aspect of the hat and becoming intrinsically tied to one's culture, but that's not really what Lucatil's story is about, so I don't really know. Let's see what her other stuff says. There it is. Only those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield were admitted into the elite ranks of Mira's official order of knights. It is common to hear of a peasant's dream of striving for knighthood as an escape from hardship, but who would ever think it possible? And let's see. Probably everything is going to have the same thing. Yes, looks like it. So, yeah, she kind of came up from poor. She worked hard, became a knight, respected, elite, highly ranked knight in Mira's official order, and then she left. She left in pursuit of something. Not sure what. There is one little more small tidbit to her story we're going to see in this episode, actually. But first, something else in the courtyard. There's a chest, but it's not a chest, it's a mimic. So let's actually go blunt because it's made of metal. And nice. The Dark Mask and the Malformed Skull. Oh, by the way, I switched out my crossbow for the Avalon and upgraded it. It's pretty dope. The Malformed Skull. Oh man, I'm too heavy now. Gosh darn it. Sure, alright, it works. Malformed Skull. So this is the first little hint about what's been going on here. The skull of some unidentified creature. Possibly the skull of a dragon. A rare specimen, likely too rare to be swung about willy-nilly. So we're going to start getting more and more hints about dragons as we enter into the keep. Dragons are going to start becoming a thing. And then the Dark Mask. Mask of a knight subsumed by dark. No one knows the true identity of these men who are said to freely manipulate dark. Old foreign legends describe them as poor souls who chase the lost art of life drain. So you'll remember that the Dark Wraiths were kind of a dark associated order kind of down in New Londo. In Dark Souls 1, they aligned with Koth, the Darkstalker Koth, and really embraced the dark, as opposed to those who followed Frampt and really tried to follow fire. So the fact that this mask is here implies that the people experimenting here in Aldia probably had some dark involved with their experiments. But it's a little more complicated than that, as I think you will learn as we gear up for the end game here. Because there's also a fire seed, and that's fire. That's the opposite of that. Why are you fighting me now? Why are you aggressive? Get out of here. I don't want you. I don't understand. Anyway. Let's start heading into this manor, this mansion. Clearly once a very nice place, but has definitely seen better days. I'm just poking around every corner here, just to see if there are any secret hidden trinkets. Alright, so as we enter into the manor here, we will encounter an NPC invader, Aslatiel of Mira. Now, I'm going to focus on fighting first, but go ahead and connect the dots while you're waiting. Because we just ran into Lucatiel outside. Lucatiel, also from Mira. This guy is wearing very similar outfit to Lucatiel, and even has a similar name. And you may recall, back when we talked to her in Earthen Peak, Lucatiel mentioned that she had a brother. A brother that she trained in the art of the sword with. And I'll remind you that her special greatsword had a tiny message, a promise to someone special. Now, I don't know if Aslatiel wrote that message to Lucatiel, or if Lucatiel kind of wrote that to herself. But the implication here is that Lucatiel came to Drangleic to find Aslatiel, and forgot why she came. She lost her purpose, she lost herself, and she came so close to finding him. So maybe that message was Aslatiel writing to Lucatiel saying, hey, we'll meet again. Or maybe it was Lucatiel saying, find Aslatiel. Or maybe she was writing to Aslatiel and making a promise. But either way, the meaning, that message, it's been lost. And what's the deal with this rumbling chariot thing? It's like something out of Bloodborne. Welcome to Aldia's Keep. You know how I said there was gonna be hints about dragons? There's a big hint right here. Now here's a weird thing. Like, okay, there's a giant dragon skeleton. Cool, 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 cool. In the original Dark Souls 2, this dragon skeleton came to life and attacked you, and then crumpled to the ground. Here, kinda looks like it already did that. This thing ain't moving. Not sure what's up with that. Anyway, I think I hear some, like, ominous music going on in the background. That's pretty rare for a Dark Souls game. Let's investigate. Curious and curiouser.
Please, just stay away. No, please, don't come near me. Nothing good will come of it.
Oh, you know I can't do that. I'm a protagonist in an RPG.
Just leave me alone, please. Leave this place and leave me be, as I'd not see any harm befall you. Please.
Okay, I think I have to be hollow to talk to that guy. But I'm so close to the bonfire, I may as well do that? I could... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. So, if you pull this switch, it will lower the fog gate in front of that person who is trapped in there. And that will drastically alter certain events, certain NPC side quests. I'm not gonna let him out. Ooh, tinkly. And I just heard a basilisk. Alright, so at this point you should be paranoid about mimics throwing a lot more of them at us. I think this one's okay. Great magic barrier. What's the story? Ah, it's another Mira thing. The Knights of Mira are expected to fight honorably, with reliance only upon swordsmanship. They only resort to magic the only time they truly need it, to face the magic of an enemy. So, maybe Aslatil had that. I don't know. Didn't use it against me. Anyway, we've got... Definitely got a basilisk up there. And we've got some weird mirror... Oh. So yeah, we've got some dudes trapped in mirrors. Now, where have we seen something like that before? Drangleic Castle, where we had the Looking Glass Knight, who would often place his mirror shield down and release minions from the mirrors to fight for him. So there's definitely an implied connection between this area, Aldia, and the Looking Glass Knight and Drangleic Castle in turn. Perhaps one of the unspeakable experiments involved trapping people in mirrors or something. I don't really know. But then that experiment was used to the benefit of those in Drangleic Castle. Man, I was trying to backstab him, but he has a long, long wait. There we go. So you just saw we picked up a Northern Ritual Band +2. Where is it? Here we go. So we've seen this item and its item description before, but this is a convenient way for the game to give you the item, so you can read the item description if you have somehow missed the previous instances. And since it is immediately relevant, it's good that it includes it here. And a summon sign is this. Oh, that's Sellsword Lewitt. We'll save him for later. Alright, so I think I'm gonna save our imprisoned friend for later. He has a pretty long side quest associated with him, so I'm just gonna continue through the keep and not get distracted. And there is a stone Cyclops right there. Maybe with a clever enough jump we could get through there. No, I think we're gonna have to fight our way through, or fart our way through. You know, I'm not gonna judge. Whatever, we can take care of these things. And yeah, still has a long wake-up time there. Come on. Are you trapped behind the oh, okay, no, you're not. Never mind. Okay, so he does have the high ground, but this isn't over. Hooah! Hooah! But he's definitely making it difficult to circle around him. Okay, retreat. Never mind. Alright, now it's easier. Got him. So you'll see I'm making more use of that power stance mechanic that we introduced a couple episodes ago. I'm definitely feeling the stamina cost, though. Dragon Acolyte mask from a Cyclops? What? What? Where is that? Here we go. Mask worn by acolytes of Aldia. Several of the greatest minds converged in Aldia to weave strange new rituals, but rumors suggest that during the course of their work, their thoughts were not their own. The nebulous face of the mask is designed to deflect the ire of the ritual sacrifice. So a couple of things I'm noticing. First off, if you look at like the face part of that mask, it looks very, very similar to the mirrors downstairs. It's got that same kind of marbled hazel look. So I think there's a connection there. Not sure exactly what the connection is, other than maybe they were made by the Dragon Acolytes. But also, they're Dragon Acolytes. Another hint towards dragons being a thing that they were probably studying here, along with the multiple petrified dragon bones, the skeleton, and the whatever it is that we grabbed, the dragon skull hammer weapon thing. Also that this was the work of multiple people, or perhaps multiple people under the thrall of a single power. Alright, finally. We've got this giant basilisk here, stuck in a cage, probably being experimented on. I have no idea if it was always this giant or if that's part of the experimentation, but it's pretty chill though. It's just kind of hanging out. I mean, I don't want to bother it. Do you want to bother it? I don't want to bother it. Yeah, you can just stay where you are, bud. Have fun. I think this is just another way up. Let's see. Yep, this is just another way up. It's probably another way around the Cyclops that I didn't realize was there, but whatever. Anyway, let's get back upstairs here. Double check that I'm not missing anything over here. There's a chest, alright. And it might be a mimic. You never know. Bonfire aesthetic. Great. Anyway, that will wrap up our first escapade here into Aldia's Keep. In the next episode, we'll be heading through that stone passageway over there. Of course there is a dragon statue. Why would there not be a dragon statue here? But yes, next episode we will head through that passageway into the labs. But until then, thank you for watching. and I'll see y'all next time.